gentlemen, you're welcome to yet another edition of My Opinion on Cleveland TV in Diaspora. My name is Franca Idemudia, and I always tell you, Cleveland TV in Diaspora is an online platform created to bring together Africans back home and in diaspora to celebrate and appreciate their successes, achievements, and lots more. We encourage you to sign up today and keep watching our programs on www.cleveland.com. Thank you. Yeah, today we'll be discussing insecurity, 62 years after Nigeria's independence, and then series of kidnappings and so many menaces in the society. Experts have come into proper selection, but at the end of it all, it keeps things keep getting out of control. Today we'll be discussing security, like I said earlier, and our topic is tackling insecurity in Nigeria, the Edo example. And my guest this afternoon is no other person than Comrade Jerry Brown Omoike Idumeka. All right, Mr. Omoike is a human rights activist, and he's also the former special advisor to the Speaker, Edo State House of Assembly. Mr. Omoike, you're welcome to My Opinion.
Thank you very much. God bless you.
Good to have you on board. And we'll start with this. I know I've said one or two things about you, but I still need you to introduce yourself to our audience. Who is Mr. Jerry Omoike Idumeka?
Thank you very much. God bless you. Thank you, my viewers all over the world. My name still remains Comrade Jerry Brown Idumeka Omeke. I am from Unit 8, Ward 4, Igweben Local Government, Igweben, Edo State. I am in Nigeria. I am a politician, a human rights activist. I also operate a foundation where we care for the less privileged. I was a former senior special assistant to the former governor of Edo State, Adams Oshiomhole. I was the former special advisor to the former speaker, Right Honorable Justin Okonombo. Presently, I am a Democrat and I am a politician. I operate a foundation in conjunction with my friend who is also in diaspora, Ambassador John Osaige, the president, God Sent Foundation. And we have a God Sent Foundation in Esaland. We're also running. That is me. God bless you.
Yeah, good. Thank you so much. Good to have you on board. Well, like the intro states, we are discussing insecurity in the country. And if you can remember, let's take it from the basics now. Growing up for most of us was somehow simple. It was not like kidnapping, not like killing, not like stealing, and there's so many of these devices that we see in the system nowadays. How did we get to where we are today?
Thank you very much. If I say kidnapping, assassin, stealing, robbery in Nigeria today, if I tell you and the people in diaspora that is a lie, it is not happening in Nigeria, I will declare myself as the INEC chairman who declared another person for the seat of MKO Abiola in 1993. I will claim to be a national and international liar. First and foremost, insecurity in Nigeria is at apex. Insecurity in Nigeria presently is in a state of partial mercuria, a state of egulary, where me and you, we have to secure ourselves by ourselves. That's the simple truth. I belong to a political party in Nigeria, and the political party is the ruling party in Nigeria. But today, insecurity is order of the day, but it was not created. Quote me, it was not created by our party. Our party meant insecurity, and they are trying to do their best. It was not created by the former party. I will never segregate because I'm a politician or because I belong to one political party. No. But these persons came to Nigeria to come and commit mayhem, to put people's life at stake, to make the state into a system where we describe everybody anaroni heta scatter, but I'll use a word, a system of afiama, which I believe the Benis in diaspora and the Essence in diaspora will understand that English. The insecurity in Nigeria today is what? Even the military, the Air Force, the Navy, the police force, the Nigeria Civil Defense, the vigilante groups, the DSS, ICPC, EFCC, they are even tired of the insecurity of Nigeria. But to tackle this insecurity, government will do 70%. We, me and you, will do 30%. It will be tackled.
It's all right. It's all right. Thank you for that. But let's. I still want us to create or try to get the picture of what we are actually talking about. All right. Like I said earlier, I said when we were growing up, when a child steals a thing, at least a neighbor can correct a child and tells that child that thing is stolen, return it, and then the child listens. A child there was known as everybody's property. So everybody that sees anyone doing anything wrong could correct, and the parents of that child will not take offense. Now, you just said that the system didn't create kidnapping and the likes of it. Now, the parents shift everything to the system that governs the people. Now, in the middle of this all, who would you say actually who is to be held responsible for the state that we are in right now in the country? Is it the parents that have refused to tell their children the right thing that is to be done, or the systems that have not created an enabling environment for people to work even after graduation from school? Hello? Hello? Hello, Mr. Omeke? Hello? It's all right, we seem to be having a bit of a technical issue. We will return shortly with Mr. Idumeka Omoike.
Thank you very much.
Clevenard in Diaspora Television is an internet online TV service. What sets us apart is a unique combination of hit African content, first and exclusive international free movies, series, musics, news, events, documentaries, tourism, teleshopping shows, youth TV programs, and live interviews. Clevenard Diaspora Television is available throughout sub-Saharan Africa and to the diaspora markets worldwide. Take your entertainment with you wherever you go. Watch on your smartphone, tablet, laptop, smart TV, depending on your device. Watch free movies with Clevenard Movies Television. Stop searching for free movies websites and watch Clevenard Movies Television. Watch your favorite African shows anywhere at any time. Don't forget to check out our top 5 TV channels created to get you informed. TV1, Clevenard in Diaspora Television. TV2, Clevenard Youth Television. TV3, Clevenard Movies Television. TV4, Clevenard Teleshopping Television. TV5, Clevenard Tourism Television. To start watching, sign up at www.clevenard.com and follow the easy steps. Once you're done, log into the Clevenard website or app on your device, click on any one of our 5 TV channels, and hit play. We will be very satisfied and happy to welcome you to our team as one of our new business partners. Contact info@clevenard.com +34 631 279811. Website www.clevenard.com.
You're welcome back. You are still on to my opinion on Clevenard TV in diaspora. If you are yet to sign up to watch our programs, this is the right opportunity to do so now. Please log on to www.clivener.com. Now, before we went on the short break, we were trying to analyze or x-ray the causes of insecurity in the country. And then Mr. Omoike is still right here with us in the studio. So, Mr. Meke.
Yep.
Hello. Yeah, so please, let's x-ray the causes of insecurity in the country. My question there was, are the parents to be blamed? Or do we put everything on the systems that have failed to provide the enabling environment for people to strive?
Thank you very much. Insecurity in Nigeria, 40% will be blamed by our parents, while 60% will be channeled to government. For example, today, you see a young man of 16, 15 years. The parents are in the village. He will be driving a car worth 43 million naira. 16, 15 years. He has not completed his secondary education. He's not doing any business. He will be in an apartment in Benin or Lagos worth 3 million naira a year. December period, to celebrate Christmas and New Year, he will drive a car worth 43, 44 million naira home. Smoking all sorts of hard drugs. The parents will be looking at them, promoting their rituals and evil culture. That is insecurity. Because we don't know how that young man got that money. A young guy of 15, 16 that bought a car worth 43 million naira. I believe he have up to 200, 150 million in his account. The parents will be moving up and down, telling people, my son is around, my son is around. A 15 years old, I know how old I was when I was in Fanaye in the university. I know how old I was when I contested for student union government election in the university. But 15, 16 years old young boy will be driving a car worth 45 million naira. Then the parents are happy. They will never ask the source of the money. That is insecurity. The day the source of the money will be closed, they will go for another channel, and it might be a threat to somebody's life. That is insecurity. The fault from our parents is 40%. From the government, as is. Yeah, the government presently now is in a state of gulari. Is Pablo. In fact, the government, the present Nigeria state government now, is at they are sitting at the fence. That's the simple truth. Forget my party is in power. In fact, insecurity in Nigeria, to tackle insecurity in Nigeria, very easy. I don't know if I can go on with that now.
Yeah, please continue. We'd like to hear that, please.
To tackle insecurity in Nigeria, very, very easy. I was on my way from my office to the house to come and grant this interview with you guys. I saw the Nigeria police force close to my house. They know me very well. They can't stop me. The papers in my vehicles are very, very tight. They can't stop me. I saw the Nigeria police force behind my house here. They took some persons under one tree. They are searching their phones, searching their bags on the normal ground. As a Nigeria police force, you do stop and search. Stop the vehicle, search the vehicle. A policeman, I don't think a policeman will even know the original driver's license, apart from a road safety officer. But they will ask for that, no problem. But I saw them. I heard the driver of the Corolla was saying, they have asked me for everything about this car. Everything is in tight. But they took the boys. I was hearing when they were saying, why are you drawing tattoo on your body? Freedom of movement. Freedom of movement. They are tempering that young man's fundamental human rights. Then I was hearing when I was telling, I was looking at them. I don't just want to find problem. I would have gone into a video. Maybe I'll send it to this studio later of the day, but no need.
So what you are saying is that they were asking the questions that they were not supposed to ask, living the things that they were actually supposed to attend to.
Unnecessary question, because I know where they will end up today. They will take those boys to the police station. They will obtain them, maybe like 500,000-600,000 naira. If those boys are really into their normal fraudsters they do here in Nigeria, they are going. That means the policemen, they are going to hammer our normal Nigerian language. They are going to make good money this afternoon. If the boys fall into their so
they have. It's okay. Continue, please.
So the insecurity, when you scrutinize Nigeria police force, you scrutinize Nigeria military, Air Force, Navy, Nigeria Security and Civil Defense Corps, scrutinize them very well. To the level of vigilante, our local vigilante, scrutinize them very well. Know who you are bringing in. Then insecurity will be a thing of the past. For example, you are bringing a DPO to Igwebe local government. A DPO is an outside man. For example, we have 30 policemen in Igwebe local government. 26 are from the north. The remaining 4, maybe 1 is from Benin. We have only 2 from Mason. Then, the indigenes of Igwebe might suspect a Fulani bike man in Igwebe that his movements are not clear. Then when they report to the police station, they bring that boy before the DPO or the DCO, who is an outside man. Do you think that issue will go anywhere? No. Because he has spoken their language. It will not.
All right. Okay, thank you so much. We'll actually get to that, which is the constraints. Okay, constraints to insecurity in the country. You understand? You said 1 or 2 things about it, and I'll ask it as a question so that you can come in broadly. Are you saying that tribal sentiments are part of the constraints? Okay, hindering security operatives from carrying out their duties? Okay. Are there any other thing, any other constraint or any other things responsible for the fact that they keep working, the forces keep working, they keep claiming that they are working actually, but at the end of the day, everything seems to be escalating? So let's discuss the constraints now. Like you said, you mentioned one, which is tribal sentiment. Let's go ahead with that.
Tribal sentiment is the order of the day in Nigeria Security Force. Tribal sentiment is the order of the day in Nigeria Security Force. Anywhere they take me to talk about security, about Nigeria security, any interview, I will let them know tribal sentiment is all about, is one of the apex in Nigeria security, the problem facing Nigeria security. For example, I went to State CID. They brought 3 persons in my presence. I saw them.
Okay.
Because The IPO of the case is an Hausa man. He was speaking an Hausa with one of the suspects. That one of the suspects was not given immunity. The other two were taken to counter, from counter to the cell. The other one, I was telling the guy in as well, they were trying to make plans to eradicate him out from that premises. That is an aberration of the highest order. That is a crime to the Nigeria security force, Nigeria security architectural system. Then, we are talking about grazing of cow. They should not bring cows out daytime. They should not. But you will see, Hausa man will bring cows in Benin now, daytime. When you ask him, why can't you get a range where you will be grazing this your cow, keep them in one place, not to be the next thing you see an Hausa military man or Hausa Air Force to come and harass you. So the insecurity starts from our homes. If we want to secure this country, me, you, Mr. President, Mr. Governor, Mr. Senate President, Mr. Speaker of the House of Reps, Mr. Deputy Governor, should make sure he secured his environment, his home first, before we now extend it to the general world. Another one, there's an agency I knew in this country where a petition was written against a particular man for committing havoc concerning a girl who is less than 13, 14 years. They went there, a petition was submitted because they speak the same language, they are from the same tribe, because that very young man is wealthy. I was even told he gave the head of the agency, he gave him a Mercedes-Benz to kill that issue. That issue was naturally dead. In this same country, this same Edo State, a young man in this Benin city I'm talking about now, I'm after insecurity generally.
Yeah.
A young man, I want the people in diaspora to hear this. A young man was attending a church for more than 7 years. He goes to this church on Saturday and return back on Sunday. The pastor and the pastor's wife, everybody in the church love him. He plays their drum, he plays their keyboard. The rest members of the house don't attend that church. It's only that young man that attend that church. He went this faithful Saturday. He normally returned Sunday evening. He did not return. On Monday morning, the father went there to go and verify. The father was called that by a police officer that the son is in the mortuary. They picked him at so place. The father now said that he went to the church. Though we are on the issue, now. We are on the issue. I'm going to tell that pastor and the members of the church, I am a human rights activist, I am a politician. I am not the type you point and kill. I am not the type you just pick on the streets. No, I'm not. The father of that young man went to the church at Upper Mission Extension, close to Lucky Way, at Duawa. He went to the church to go and ask, what happened to my son? According to the man, the pastor ordered members of the church, some guys, they rough handled that man. He was not having a broken spinal cord. As we speak now, he's lying down in his bed for months because they are very poor, wretched, nobody to fight for them. Then the same pastor sent them money to go and pick that boy from the mortuary and bury. No autopsy. He was buried.
Without the family's involvement?
He called the family, the elder to because they are poor, they are wretched, nobody to fight for them. He called the family of the boy. The elder sister came. I met with the elder sister. She said they were speechless, they were powerless. They have anything to say again. That it's like gave them 150,000 or 200,000. They went to pick the corpse. I was asking the woman, what's the source of your brother's death? Till now, nobody. But I thank God we have a listening AIG in Edo State, Zone 5. We have a very straightforward commissioner of police in Edo State. So the issue will go before them next week, Tuesday. The policemen that called them to come and pick their cops. The number is, we have the number. So we will go. I'm just telling you, I just brought this into this program to tell you how insecure this country is presently. It's just for you to hold yourself. If you watch now, if you are in government in Nigeria, you who is in government, we have up to 15 mobile policemen with wear arms. Your wife, we have up to 8. If your son is traveling to school or your daughter, police like 10 will escort her to the hostel and return back. But can we continue like this? No, we cannot. There must be a changing narrative very soon and one day. We cannot continue like this. We cannot.
So thank you, Mr. Omoike. Thank you so much. We are still going to come back to the discussion. Don't forget we are discussing the Edo example. So our next line of question will be on what you call vigilante, okay, local vigilante. All right, that's going to be our next line of question. But before we come to that, we'll take a short break and then when we'll return, Mr. Omoike will be answering every question relating to that. Please don't go away.
Hello there. Looking for an African movie? Search no further. Clevenard African Movies TV is here for you. We are dedicated to the acceleration of African films, TV series, documentaries, and lots more. Explore our movies at home or on the go. Clevenard Movies is free to watch on Clevenard.com. Don't miss this opportunity. Hurry now. Sign up and subscribe today. Hello there.
Welcome back to the program. All right, like before we went to break, I said when we come back, we'll be discussing the activities of kidnappers and others in the state, and then we'll be taking a look at local vigilante and how to use them to curtail the trend of insecurity in the system. We can, if you've been following the system or the trend recently, you discover that most people prefer the use of vigilante in securing their environment. How do we really feel about that? Are they doing the right thing, or are they a better option than the security system we have in place already? So, Mr. Omoike, my question is this. Most of the local governments in the country, we are taking a look at the Edo example now. So let me say in Edo State, okay, prefer the use of vigilantes, okay? Now, would you say as a human rights activist, will you say that they are a better option than the police and the force we currently have in the country?
Absolutely. Very, very. before the establishment of can I go ahead?
Yeah, you can go ahead, please.
Before the establishment of the local vigilantes, which we called Edo State Security Vigilante Network. Let me give you an example. Igweben local government is my local government. A woman who worked at Igweben General Hospital as a matron, retired, suffered with her own and gratuity. She used it to build a 3-bedroom in Igweben. The children are not around. She is the only one staying in Igweben. Inside the house she built with the money she suffered for years. They went to her house, cut off her head 2 years ago in Igweben. Cut off her head. Till today, no trace. The children came, no trace. A town we have police headquarters, no trace. They buried that woman. That woman, the people that did that, and that woman will face judgment on the last day. 3 weeks after, a man in Idumeka, my own quarter, my own community, a very stone throw from my house, who retired as a permanent secretary, Federal Ministry of Information in Jos. After retirement, he returned back home to come and enjoy his benefits. He was staying there alone. He's a widower. The children, they're outside Edo State. They went there one night. They butchered this man, cut off his neck. They did not take anything. That blood was what they were looking for. They butchered this innocent man. Till date, no trace. In Igweben, a month after, they butchered another one. Luckily for that, he was having strength and somebody was coming behind that night. That one was not shouting, who is that? Who is that? They ran away. They drove off. In Igweben. The same Igweben local government. 3 years ago, a young girl of about 8-9 years came from school in the afternoon. The mom prepared food for them after eating. No man, she was playing around. That was the end of that girl to date. A young girl playing in the village to date. That was the end of that girl. To date. Nowhere to be found. I joined the family members. We came to State CID. We did our best. They suspected somebody. After everything, it was a suspect. Nothing. The same Igweben. The same Igweben. The same Igweben. We have a railway train station where people from Ebele, Ugun Amaho, Ugbegun, Irua, Ekpoma, Egbiki, Ogwa, Ujogba, Ebute, gather to join the train if they are going to Itakpe or they are going to Warri. People storm that place. They committed a crime that even the devil was angry. The devil was angry. He took them to the bush, abandoned their children. One was having a baby of about 8 months. Baby cried. The local vigilante that was there was the one that rescued that baby. At the end, all of them went to the police station. Let me go straight to your question. Since the establishment of the local vigilante, all these things I mentioned in Igweben did not happen again. Are you there? Can you hear me?
I'm with you, please. Go
Since
ahead.
since the establishment of the local vigilante, all these atrocities, havoc, unholy attitude, unholy manners, primitive characters people display in Igweben, since the creation of the local vigilante to date, these things did not work again. Cultism was the order of the day in AAU, Ekpoman, and Ekpoman vicinity. Since the creation of the local vigilante, cultism is a thing of the past in Ekpoman community.
All right, I'll come back to the question of the Igweben train station. Okay, but before I get to that, I need you to answer this. What are the responsibilities of the local vigilante? Are they supposed to work to complement the police force, or do they operate on their own?
No, the local vigilante supposed to work with the Nigeria police force, supposed to work with the Nigeria army, because these are the two, and Nigeria civil defense, these are the three security agents that are really on ground to tackle insecurity in our vicinity. But because some of these policemen, they're after Yahoo boys, some of these policemen don't want to really do the job the way it is. It is the work of the Nigeria police force, the vigilante are doing in Edo State. Now, for example, every December in Benin City, every December in this city is always like a bloodshed, cultism, court we fight, various court fight, robbery. But since the establishment of this local vigilante, nothing like that. There is no community, no corner in this Benin City you don't see vigilante. They work more than the police. In my local government, Igweben, I give kudos to my head of vigilante, the commander, Mr. God's Power, Iromoseli. He coordinates them very well. Let me tell you something. Do you know where I believe these men work more than police? If, God forbid, there's a robbery now, you call police. Questions will be asking before they will get there. It will take hours. There was a distress call I received 2 a.m. in Benin here. Somebody called me from Igweben. Are you hearing me?
Yeah. Go ahead.
Somebody
please.
called me from Igweben. There was a distress call 2 a.m. I have the DPO's number. I have a lot of the policemen, the DSS number, but I did not call them. I call Mr. God's Power Romosele, who coordinate the vigilante in Igweben local government. For us, for me, for every digits of Igweben local government. That young man, I called him 2 a.m. before 15 minutes. Himself and his men arrived at that scene, and that person was caught. If you call police, they will not go. Do you know what I'm begging government now to do? If they should just empower this vigilante, give them good guns. They don't have gun. They are using their personal gun. Government don't give them gun. It's all that few months ago, the APC Edo Central senatorial candidate gave them buses. Government should empower them. The vigilante, they are powerless. They don't have arms. They are ready to work. They are working 24 hours. They have done their best. If I'm still advising the Nigeria Railway Corporation. If they empower our local vigilante in that train station, I swear to Almighty God, No matter the people that we storm there or tries there again, the Igwebe vigilante will bring them down physically, spiritually, otherwise. I know what I'm saying. They are ready to do anything to secure the people of Igwebe local government, but they don't have equipment.
Thank you, Mr. Weke. We'll come back to that because I really wanted to discuss the Igwebe train stations and action that happened the last time extensively. But before we get to that, we'll take another short break here. When we return, Mr. Weke will still be in the studio with us. Please don't go away.
Hello there. Looking for an African movie? Search no further. Clevenard African Movies TV is here for you. We are dedicated to the acceleration of African films, TV series, documentaries, and lots more. Explore our movies at home or on the go. Clevenard Movies is free to watch on Clevenard.com. Don't miss this opportunity. Hurry now. Sign up and subscribe today. Hello there. Looking for an African movie? Search no further. Clevenard African Movies TV is here for you. We are dedicated to the acceleration of African films, TV series, documentaries, and lots more. Explore our movies at home or on the go. Clevenard Movies is free to watch on Clevenard.com. Don't miss this opportunity. Hurry now. Sign up and subscribe today. Hello there. Looking for an African movie? Search no further. Clevenard African Movies TV is here for you. We are dedicated to the acceleration of African films, TV series, documentaries, and lots more. Explore our movies at home or on the go. Clevenard Movies is free to watch on Clevenard.com. Don't miss this opportunity.
All right. Mr. Right, you're welcome back to the program. All right. Before we went to the short break, Mr. Weke, we were discussing about the Igwebe train station and then the accident that happened in that accident a few weeks ago. Now, we have a report has it that the local vigilante members were actually part of that incident, part of the kidnapping. How true is this? And if it is false, what story do you have to back up the claim?
Thank you very much. There is an adage that says a deaf man can never be told there's a riot going on in the marketplace. Igwebe local government vigilante member was never a victim of such a dubious act. Let me tell you, before the establishment of Edo State Security Network vigilante, which God's power, Romoseli, our brother, my own brother, my friend, is the commander in the Igwebe local government. Some communities were doing their personal vigilante. They were calling them civil defense. In the night, they will block the street, they will ring the bell. At the end of the month, they collect money from people. They say they are securing the environment. So I believe two of those persons that they said they are members of vigilante should be member of such, not this one created by those state governments, not at all. Because I knew almost every member of Igwebe local government vigilante. The name I heard I've not heard about that name before. And the way Mr. Gospower Romoseli, 1010, the way he coordinates the Igwebe local government vigilante from Ward 1 to Ward 10. We have 10 wards in Igwebe local government, which are 10 wards, Ward 1 to Ward 10, and different communities in Igwebe local government. Ward 1 consists of 3 communities, Ekeke, Igbiki, Idumogo. Ward 2 is Egwari, Idumomo, Idumotutu, Idumedu. Ward 3 is Afuda, Idumoka, Egbesan. Ward 4 is Idumika, Uhe, Idumogo. Ward 5 is the 2 Udo, Udo Neria and Udo Egwa. Ward 6 is the 4 Ebele. Ward 7 is Okalo and part of Ebele. Ward 8 is Amaho and Ugun. Ward 9 is Ewosa. Ward 10 is Ekmo. So if I can know these communities and their various units with their different political leaders from different political parties and their kings. So what will not stop me not to know who is securing me as a vigilante member? The vigilante, Igwebe local government vigilante, they don't steal. They respond to people for distress calls. They are there 24 hours. Igwebe to Ewohimi, it was a no-go area. This 5 minutes drive, you can't pass it daytime compared to night. But these boys, they went there with the little they have. They don't have pump action. They don't have AK-47. Olden days barrel, that's what they use. They curb and they crumble the insecurity activities in that road. Igwebe to Uromi, before it is now dualized, before they kidnap a lot of persons there. Okay, let me tell you, you know, people always scandalize when you are seeing someone growing, doing well. You must look for one thing or the other to bring down the person. Security, the vigilantes in the local government. There was a woman, one of our mommy, a Catholic faithful, retired teacher, Mrs. Ebangbe, that was kidnapped about a month ago. That was early December. The Igwebe vigilante, they swung into action. They caught the boys. They ended them. They released this woman on hot. But another agency claimed the glory. We are aware. But to God be the glory. Mommy came out gently. Nothing happened to her. Vigilantes. Kai. Igwebe vigilantes, they are trying. They are doing their best. They need empowerment. I, Comrade Jerry Brown, I bought walkie-talkie for them they are using. Walkie-talkie, I bought it. I connected it. The one they are using now in Igwebe. I'm not contesting for any position. Where they will say, if they contest the election, they can do it. No. Because my father celebrated 80 years. Last 2 months here. He's in Igwebe. My mother is 70-something. He's in Igwebe. I want their life to be secured. I'm in Benin. So that's the reason we need to empower these young men. They are doing their best. They have family, they have children, they have wives.
All right. All right. Thank you so much. I'll come in with this question. Okay, you exonerated the vigilantes from happiness, the criminal activities happening in Igwebe. Okay, now one will say, okay, the expatriate people from outside Igwebe are the ones responsible for these kidnappings and so many other vices. But how easy is it for somebody that is not a native of that land to actually come into that land, perpetrate such evil without a collaborator of an EDG?
Yes, my sister, it's possible. If you observed, when Boko Haram started, they were Manians, they were Nigers. They are not Nigerians. They will enter communities in Maduguri, Finnish people, they will go. They were not indigenous, and no indigenous gave them information. Let me tell you something. I saw a court publication about some chiefs, this, that, vigilante, fine. Maybe I'm not a police officer. I'm not a DSS. During that train attack in Igwebe local government, police, DSS, in fact, they merged a lot of security agents. They worked tirelessly in Igwebe. I saw them. They were doing their best. So before they came out with these persons, yes, maybe they have gone into a deeper verification. They can't just wake up and write this person's name, write this person's name. No. So it's for the person to exonerate themselves that I did not do, I'm guilty, I'm not guilty. So that is for them. But for the Igwebe local government vigilante, the one they said they arrested, is not a member of this present vigilante that are fighting insecurity in Igwebe. He's not. He is not. I don't know him, and I don't want to know him. I've not heard of the name before, and I don't want to hear. So he's not. He's not.
Thank you so much. Now, with the advent of the local vigilante in Edo State, how secure is the state as it stands now?
You heard me very just now that every December in Benin, either one court or the other, they are fighting themselves, or the robbery in Benin is on the higher side. But today, with the intervention and establishment of the state vigilante, headed by the state commander, Chief Olukoga. Olukoga is a man that don't take nonsense. I've worked with him. We have worked together. He's a man that don't take nonsense. So if you see, let me tell you something. If you see the criminals in Benin, vigilante hand over to police every day, you'll be surprised. Then deeply inside you will not be thinking, okay, I wish vigilantes are not here. That means our life would really be at stake by now. If you see the criminals, okay, I was in the state command office, Olukoga's office, early December. They arrested one guy. He was wearing vigilante shirts. They asked him, where are you a member of vigilante? After everything, they discovered that he stole it from where they washed it and hang. Where the cloth was, the t-shirt was washed. That was where he picked it. He was not using it to rob. If you see him, you would think he's a member of vigilante. It was when the same vigilante were the one that caught him. When they not gone into verification, they caught the young man. He's in local prison now. He's in local prison. So with vigilantes, Edo State Security Network, Edo State is safe, Esan is safe, Auchi is safe. Igwebe local government is over peaceful. So that's it.
Thank you so much. We are about rounding up now, but before we finally leave the stage, I want you to give a word of advice to the government on the use of local vigilante and also to the populace, to Nigerians, on how to raise good and responsible children so that we can begin to collectively work in eradicating evil, kidnapping, and every other vices from the society. Let's start with the government first. What advice do you have for them?
Yeah, my advice to the government. We need a good leader. Leadership is not by age. Good governance is in your mind. I am in APC today as a leader. Governor Wike is a leader and is a governor under PDP. He is a governor with so many projects. He's from PDP. He's an old man. He has grown up a little. Yaya Bello is the governor of Kogi State. He's in my party. He's the youngest governor in Nigeria. But you can't compare Yaya Bello's work with Wike. That's the simple truth. Yaya Bello is a young man. Wike is older than him. So what I'm trying to analyze here, governance is not about age. Like me now, Jerry Brown or Meka, I am contesting. I will be contesting for chairman Igwebe local government. Anytime the election is done, I know I will contest and I will win. My problem now with Igwebe people, I know the problem facing Igwebe. I know the problem facing Igwebe. The security vote, I will be collecting every month, 3-4 million naira. If you call the headmasters and the headmistress in Igwebe local government, public schools, then government schools, secondary school, call the principals. They should calculate who wants to enroll WAEC and NECO, GC, the primary school, primary certificate. How much is it? The whole Igwebe local government, the people that we enroll, the money is not up to 2 million naira. Every year, if those in private school heard that I'm enrolling for those in public school every year, you see people will be taking their children away from private school to government school. I have a dream towards the local government one day. So I will fulfill it.
It's all right, Mr. Jerry Brown. We'd actually like to bring you on board once again for another interview to talk about your plans for your local government and how we can begin to hold our leaders accountable for so many things that they ought to be doing in the society. Okay?
Thank you.
All right, so you have more time to talk more about yourself, your ambition, and how you think leaders should behave to the populace. All right. So, an advice for parents now. Let's start with an advice for parents.
Yes, advice for parents. If you are a parent, you are corrupt. Definitely, your children will corrupt. If you have a corrupt mind, your children will corrupt. I vividly record 2006, I won SUG election in AAU. They gave me school bus, SUG bus. I drove it home. My mom was panicking. Who gave me, where did I see it? She picked phone and called one of her auntie who was working inside AAU that I brought one bus. They wrote to the union government, AAU, ECOMA. How did I get it? The bus, I brought it. I came as if I want to sleep for the weekend. I brought down my bag. That she wants to know. That is a good parent. Yeah, because she wants to know where the bus came from. My auntie was the one that convinced my mom. Your son won SUG election. Yes, that is SUG bus. He's entitled to it. He's right to drive it home. It's like an official car. My mom now said, okay. But I saw a boy who is not up to 15 years. He came with a car. He booked the full hotel. He brought his friends. They were there smoking. Even the father and the mom came to the hotel to see them and the friends. The friends were spraying the father at the hotel. This December, I saw them. Is that not a corrupt parent? He never asked where that young man got that money. So my advice to parents, safeguard your children. This morning we are talking about, we want to make heaven and earth. At the end, that's the reason if we are privileged to be in an elected office in government, the money not went our eye. At the end, that big ant will be the one that will eat the person's head inside the coffee, inside 6 feet. So why killing ourselves? Why? Why killing ourselves? You want to buy Benz, you want to buy Venza, you want to buy this, you want to buy... No! Why killing ourselves? When you push yourself into this, it was there. Police, this, they will put eye on you. The corruption we now extended to them. Sometimes these our boys also corrupt our police. Maybe the policeman is really on the highway. They have not paid him. He saw the boy. Okay, you are into fraudster. You are into internet fraud. Okay, after everything, you can give the policeman 1 million naira. That's corruption. Then the father of the boy is inside the car when police stopped that boy. The boy transferred 1 million to police in the father's presence. See the country we are.
No question is asked of how a young boy at such age should get such amount of money.
No, he will not.
But I would want to believe that even the police should ask how a young man of that status should have such amount of money.
When the policeman have received his alert, the policeman he just received an alert of 1 million. Maybe the policeman is on rent. He wants to pay the landlady 350,000 every month, every year. Then the wife has been carrying head up and down because they have not paid the husband. He will pay house rent 350. He will just call the wife, honey. He gave the wife 100,000 naira. The woman, the husband is the best husband on earth. Clear the children's school fees. The policeman, if he's not on night duty that night, he will go and sleep hotel and carry one small girl. He has arrived. Free money. We know them. We are just waiting for an opportunity to change some narrative. And we will do. We will do.
All right. Thank you so much, Mr. Mekeh, for being my guest today. And I do hope that your prayer sincerely comes to pass in Nigeria. All right. Thanks so much for being on the program, Mr. Mekeh. And we hope to have you some of these days to tell us your ambition, the reason why you are into politics.
Thank you very much.
You're welcome. All right, viewers, this is your like you rightly heard our guest says today. Security in the country should be a collective responsibility of every one of us. It shouldn't be just that of the government, neither should it be just that of the populace alone. When we all work together, we'll be able to give our children to come a healthy society that they can be proud of. So till we come your way next week with another guest on this program, I remain Franca Idemudi saying, have a nice day. Bye.